It is a beautiful day here in Central Florida. So magnificent, in fact, that it has prompted these two bulls to get into a little bit of a friendly rivalry. They're bucking heads right here. That only means one thing. It is the start of rodeo season. Careful where you're pointing that horn. It's very dangerous. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's the Daily Woo. When my family first moved here in 1991, there used to be a massive outdoor arena right here. Open air, exposed to the elements. They have since torn that down and created this structure. The Silver Spurs. Oh, look at this. This looks like one of those flowers the guy with the cape holds when the bull runs through it. Is that what that is? No, that's just a twig. Never mind, that's just a twig. Now, don't quote me on this. I do not follow the rodeo game very closely, but I believe Silver Spurs is one of the largest in the U.S. They only do it twice a year, the next one I believe being the 1st of June, but this weekend is another rodeo that's using that facility, and they're kicking off the festivities with something fantastic today that I have to document. Oh yeah, check it out. They even have banners stretching all across the fence line. National Championship, barrel racing, bull riding. Oh, heck yeah. That's a sport I know relatively nothing about. My knowledge is concise down to the scene from Pee-wee's Big Adventure when he's riding the bull. That's about it. That's all I know. I laugh at this every time I see it. It's like Arnold's adversary has an auto supply shop. That's right, Bennett. Come on, stick a knife in me. Come on, look into my eyes. See what's going on in there. I love mixing things up because I learn something new, even when it's a subject I've never done before or I know nothing about. At the end of the day, I have taught myself something new by just going out and doing it. Heading now into historic downtown. Cause look at that, there's a rodeo guy up there riding a horse. I pulled over on the side of the road. You see the traffic going by me. This traffic will not be here in a matter of hours because there is going to be a cattle drive later on this afternoon down Broadway. You see the cattle cruising down the street on Broadway in Kissimmee. This entire thoroughfare will be completely closed off to vehicles, and only cowboys and cows will be allowed. That's right, sir. That's right. Get out of here before it's too late. He has no idea what is about to be unveiled upon his neighborhood. Whoa, he's trapped. He's stuck there in the median. Escape! They're coming for you! There's gonna be a stampede! There was a little bit of an issue yesterday on the audio at the end of the vlog. It didn't really match up with the mouth movements and what was happening, and I think that could be for a number of different reasons. The first one, it could have been a YouTube glitch. Second, it could have been where I was uploading from didn't have a strong enough signal, and there was a millisecond delay, and the audio just went all crazy and weird. And then there's the third option. I am filming myself right now in 30 frames a second, but when I'm front facing, when I'm filming forward, it's 60 frames a second. I've only been doing this a few days with no errors. However, I think maybe, possibly, that could be the reason. Maybe the frame rate is what is throwing everything off. So if that's the case, we will test it out today, and I will decide tomorrow if that's the reason. We'll see. Maybe you can make sense of this sign. What the heck are all those numbers for? This is a mall parking lot. That box truck looks very familiar. They found me! I don't know how, but they found me! This place has gone through a series of changes over the years, but this pizza place in the food court has always remained. On the receipt, it still says Osceola Square Mall. It hasn't been called that in years, but that is definitely a real pizza. A bunch of veggies all crammed on top of that. That is some serious goodness. Oh yeah. Oh. Hot, hot. Right under this underpass, it's a little piece of Adam the Woo history that happened right over there. I can't go much further because they're doing some construction and there's a no trespassing sign there and some heavy machinery. But right over along that little embankment was where I took a picture that eventually became my profile picture, not only for the very first t-shirt that I had made, but it's also currently my profile picture on my Facebook page and both my YouTube channels. It was the end of 2010. I had been doing videos for a short while with a very low resolution camera, and a friend of mine said, hey, you should get a Canon T2i. It not only takes good photos, but you can shoot video with it. And in testing that out, I stood underneath this road, put the camera on a tripod, and took a photo of myself. Then my friend Justin Scard took that photo and converted it, changed the coloration of it, and made it feasible to use as a default picture. And that's it, right over there. Hard to believe it's been a long time since then. This has been another edition of Adam the Woo History. Looks like the first little hint that something is about to happen has arrived. It's almost time. In fact, there is quite the congregation of trucks in front of the Osceola County Courthouse. And right over here, they have them temporarily corralled before they head on to the main drag. I hope you guys are ready for this. This is basically going to be your moment to shine. There's no reason to back away. Don't be shy. Don't be shy, because it's all shyness, all those bets are off once you start parading down Broadway. Trust me.
I have your pony. I have your pony. Hello, love.
I think this is gonna be pretty freaking cool. There are a lot of horses out here. It's almost like half and half. You could almost call it a horse drive as well, because there's a lot of horses. I am no expert on the subject, but I think in my comprehension, normally there are not as many people on horses as there are cows. Am I right in assuming that, or am I just basing that off of every Western TV show / movie I've ever seen? Oh, check this out. Holy cow, I had no idea these guys were going to be arriving. Some Clydesdales. Wow, you can really get a perspective on how tall they are. The guy standing in front of them is like my height. He's like 6 feet tall. Those things are huge. The best I can tell, once it starts, they're going to walk down this sidewalk and then turn onto the road here. And never in the entire existence of me living in this area and then coming back to visit have I ever seen the road completely blocked off like this. This is absolutely crazy. This is usually very, very busy with vehicles. Any time of the day normally I would be getting run down right now by a car, but there's no one in the road. It's very unusual because I'm used to seeing a lot of people driving up and down this.
We're going to wind down Broadway. If everybody knows where Skip Stower's photographic shop is, he's going to loan us his grassy area behind it so we can pin up all these steers. So we're not going to charge him for the fertilizer, and he's not going to charge us for the use of it. If I can have everybody mount up, we'll start at just about 1 minute. A lot of memories for a lot of people, but also get to mess up traffic. So it's going to be 2 birds with 1 stone. Thank y'all very much.
Everyone has been waiting patiently, and now it has begun. Now this, my friends, is something you do not see every day. An entire herd of cattle just walked through the intersection. They had a red light. They didn't even obey it. They have the right of way. They are lawbreakers. There are no rules in Cowtown. I seriously am blown away by this. I am so freaking blown away by this, that this is happening right now. Holy cow. Seriously, holy cow could not be more relevant. Wow.
is the craziest thing I think I've ever witnessed. This is complete mayhem right now. Holy cow. That was amazing.
Well, fellas, you've done it. You've done your duty. And now it's time to say, vlog over.